1 p.m. Eastern, San Francisco 49ers 4-5, 3-1. I see it. I can imagine it. Jacksonville Jaguars 2-7, 2-3 at home. TIAA Bank Field, Jacksonville, Florida, 71 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy. Not 11 miles per hour is the wind. San Francisco opens up at 6.5-point favorites with the total at 45.5. 6.5 and 45. Let's open up Pinnacle right here, and we have San Francisco now is 6-point favorite, so a half-point move towards the Jags, and this total at 45, so a half-point move towards the under. When we go over to the cash flow, we have 1,475 tickets in. 39% of the tickets are on Jacksonville and 63% of cash. 60% of tickets are on the over, 99% of cash is on the over, yet it's dropped a half-point. Dennis Garcia says Jacksonville or pass. Niners coming off their biggest win of the season, an easy 31-10 dismantling of the Rams at home on Monday night. The Niners 4-5 now, 3-1 on the road, lost four of their last 5 games, and they looked excellent. Now they're on short rest and preparations. Jimmy G was 15-19 for 182 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Even at their best, and I know he didn't need to risk anything, even in their best looking game, he throws for 180 yards. Deebo Samuel caught 5 passes for 97 yards. George Kittle caught 5 passes for 50 yards and a touchdown. Elijah Mitchell ran 27 times for 91 yards. They got 2 sacks, 4 quarterback hits, and Jimmy Ward intercepted Stafford twice, returning 1 for a score. He looked very good. Jacksonville comes in off a hard-fought 23-17 loss in Indianapolis. 12th straight road loss, although they did win in the UK. It was considered a home game. Trevor Lawrence, 16-35 for 162 yards. He also ran 5 times for 33 yards, fumbled twice, losing 1 of them. 13 turnovers this season from Trevor Lawrence. He was 3 of 14 for 56 yards in the first half. Came on in the second. Dan Arnold caught 5 passes for 67 yards. Jamal Agnew ran 3 times for 79 yards. Jamal Robinson ran 12 times for 57 yards. He missed last week with a bruised heel. Looks like he's healthy or healthier. As a team, they ran 24 times for 179 yards. They had 1 sack, 8 quarterback hits. A linebacker, Dakota Allen, walked off early in the fourth with an injured shoulder. He's listed as questionable this week. But this is a healthy group. Healthy group at home against the Niners team on a short week after looking so good. Do you agree with the half-point move to the Jacksonville Jaguars? Take it away. Your team is in action. Niners, Jaguars.
Yeah, Dennis Garcia jumped right out and said Jags are no play, and I want to agree with him here. Look, San Francisco, they're 5-0 in their last 5 meetings against the Rams. They show up, ball out against them. They did exactly that. I really thought that was done, and that's why I was on the Rams. I was proven wrong hard. Look, this season, there's been a couple of instances in which the Niners had a chance to define what kind of team they were and shit the bed horribly. They have another chance this week, and I can't believe I'm saying that against Jacksonville, but you come off winning 31-10 against a team like the Rams and dominate them in every phase of the game, which they did. They mauled that defense, that vaunted Rams defense. And now they're going to go play the lowly Jacksonville Jaguars on the road, where San Francisco has been better in the last 2 seasons than they have been at home. So everything suggests the Niners here. But look, they play such an incredible game where emotions were high, and they crushed the Rams, and this screams letdown spot. I would fade the 49ers in this spot going into Jacksonville. I just think they come out flat, and the Jags win an ugly game here. I have no trust in the 49ers right now because they have not been able to string together good games. Everything looked perfect on Monday night. They looked so damn great in every facet of the game. And as a fan sitting there watching and be like, why don't you do this every week? Why doesn't this team show up? Why don't you play this hungry and play this hard? Their defense was flying to the ball, and you just haven't seen that in any other game this year.
Okay. Let's move on. But before we do, let's talk about what Birdie is saying. Don't you bet 49ers on the road? Kittle makes such a huge difference. It is 49ers are nothing for me. I could not fade the 49ers here. No way, no how. 49ers still have playoff hopes. Caution on the Jags.
I agree with everything he said, and I don't trust them. And this could be my own team rattling me because they should beat the Jags by 30 points. They're that much better than them on paper. But we only saw that team for the first time last night. That was the first game all year that this team preseason, people were talking about the Niners as a Super Bowl contender. And last night was the first time we saw a team that could compete. Krusty coming back with the less incompetent means Urban Meyer doing a good job. No, he's not.
Slatsy, you saved me $200. Push came to shove this afternoon, and the Islanders were plus 150. It wasn't moving. I was trying to figure it out, and I was like, look, if I need to sit here and hum and haw, don't bet it. So we would have had fun at the bar, and it looks like I'm going to have a big night. So,
and listen, I realize that a lot of people are bringing up healthy Kittle and how much of a difference he be. Trust me, I know how much of a difference healthy Kittle makes. I'm sure many of you saw either.
Oh, we have a frozen Bebsie. Frozen Bebsie. All right, we'll pull Bebsie out and see if he starts moving here. But with all that said, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in this spot with Niners, Jags. Simply put, I could see a card that has the Bears +6, the Texans +10.5, the Jags +6 on it. But I'm running hot. I'm seeing things clearly. And if I have any kind of caution, if there's any kind of caution that I've got, there's no need to at least make a decision now. But if we're fading against, see the funny thing here, and I get what Birdie, one thing that you said was you're betting against what you saw last week. You're betting against
I'm back.
I'm back. Why are you not betting against what you saw last week here? And I understand that these things are never black and white 100% of the time. But you did say that you were going to bet against. It's working. You're betting against what you saw last week, and then now you're on the Niners against Jacksonville. Bebsie, finish your thought that you were breaking down.
Oh no, I was just saying that. Look, we all I know maybe better than anybody how important Kittle is to this team. We saw him pancake Von Miller. That's how great he is. That's how important he is to the run game. But I don't know how healthy that calf is. He's still sitting out practices because of it. I don't think it's 100% healthy. So yes, you're right about that. I just don't know if I trust that injury completely right now.
God, this is fascinating because I kind of expected the Jags to be on my card. Bebsie, this is a stay off spot for you.
Hey man, I might take Jags money line by Sunday.
The market's moving towards the Jags at this point. And does that make sense that it is? We're going to move into the 4:00 games right now, but does that make sense? Yeah, it does, because 40% of the tickets are on them, 64% of cash. This total, Bebsie, touch on quickly, 45, sitting at 45 right now. Is that right with the Pinnacle? Yeah, 45. If you had a free bet on the total here, what would you do?
Again, I'd like to see – I would probably lean an under here. Again, because until I see San Francisco string together a couple of games like they played last night, I don't have a lot of faith in them. And look, the Jags aren't putting up a ton of points either, even against this up and down San Francisco defense. This defense got lit up by Colt McCoy last week. So let's pump the brakes on the Niners being back.
I'm thinking of moving on the Jags. I'll have time to think this over here.